What's up, moviegoers of YouTube? Movie Planet News here, and welcome to Planet Size News, where we talk and discuss about the latest news in movies, TV, and Hollywood. I am your host, Robert, and thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I do Planet Size News every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Without further delay, on to the news. Alright guys, first up I have for you is some Black Widow movie news. Marvel is recently meeting with over 60 directors, which that's like a crazy amount of directors. I guess they want to find the correct director for this movie. And in my opinion, Black Widow movie, it's not really a good idea. I mean, you could probably make it work. It could probably be a pretty decent movie, but unfortunately, Black Widow works best as a side character. She does best in like side character roles, like she did in all the Avengers movies and, you know, all the Captain America movies, those kind of roles. So I don't know how they're gonna make a whole movie about her. I mean, they could explore her, you know, her backstory and stuff, but doing an origin on Black Widow right now, I don't think it would be smart. It's way too late to do an origin movie on Black Widow. So, I mean, what they could do, which actually, now I think about, would be actually pretty cool, is do like a sort of spy espionage type of movie. That would be good. But we'll have to wait for some further developments on this to see what kind of movie they're going to be creating. Moving on, we have some Avengers Infinity War news. Now, the movie has already come out, so it's not going to be news on like the characters or all that kind of stuff. This is on the box office of it, and it is insane. It has hit over $900 million and is on track to hit $1 billion and being the fastest film in history to hit $1 billion. That is insane. This movie just keeps on breaking records over and over and over again. And I think it's going to break a lot more records continuing on as we, you know, more people see the movie. And it's not just like one viewing per person. People are seeing this movie multiple times, which is understandable. We've been waiting for this movie for nearly 10 years, so the hype has been building for so long that people finally get to see this movie and finally get to see the culmination of the MCU. And that's the exact reason why I'm not really too surprised at this or any records that it breaks, because if you build hype long enough while supplying the fans with good content to keep them held over, the fans will be in your favor, they'll come back for the movies, and all those fans over the 10 years that you've treated so well with your movies and how you present your movies, they're going to come back for your culmination of 10 years. So it's going to break a lot of records and it's going to do super well. But will it hit $2 billion? In my opinion, I think it will. I think it will hit $2 billion because people are seeing this multiple times. They're not seeing it not even once or not even twice. They're seeing it 3, 4, 5 times. People are seeing it multiple times. So I think that's going to boost the sales of this movie if people continue seeing it multiple times. Moving on to the DC TV side of things, they're doing a streaming service, and we've recently got more information on that. They're going to be doing a Harley Quinn animated series, and they're going to be doing a Swamp Thing, and of course Young Justice Season 3, which I can't wait, and they're going to be doing, of course, the Titans, which we've recently got some more information on that with the, you know, set photos that unfortunately didn't look too good. And if you want to know more about this recent development in the DC streaming service, I did a breakdown of it all, which will be in the description box down below, so check that out. Now, I'm super excited about this DC streaming service because it could be so great. They can bring so many good DC animated stuff and DC shows all to one place. They could have the DC animated universe, they could have Smallville, they could have the great DC animated movies. They can bring so much and bring so many like characters to life that we wouldn't normally see on DC TV. What do you guys want to see on this DC streaming service? What kind of shows, TV, movies, or maybe you would want them to do like a sort of comic thing too and also add that in for DC Comics. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. Moving on, we have some Wonder Woman news. Now, Wonder Woman 2, we have some information on it. We know that Cheetah is going to be in the movie. We know it's going to be set in the past, but other than that, we don't really know too much about the movie. We don't know the, specifics of the movie. Recently, we have gotten some news on where they're going to be shooting this summer. Now, Wonder Woman 2 is going to be shooting in Alexandria, Virginia, in a landmark mall. Now, what could this mean? This could mean that they're shooting a sequence that's further into the future, in present-day DCEU. Because a lot of times movies don't shoot in order from when the movie is released. So they could be shooting near part of the end of the movie, and it could jump forward in time like we saw in Wonder Woman 2. Or they could be remodeling the mall, not remodeling it, but they could be changing it around to make it look different. So they could be doing something entirely different. I may be wrong, you never know. But we'll have to wait for some further developments on this to see what kind of movie they're going to be creating. Alright guys, that's it for today's episode. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and come back on Wednesday for my next episode of Planet Size News. If you're interested in more of my content, here it is. And as always, have a good one.